Hey guys, welcome to another presentation. Today we're gonna discuss the topic of meditation. In my opinion, meditation is really one of the most important habits you can adapt to your daily routine. In this presentation, we're gonna go a little deeper on all the different aspects of the topic of meditation. So without further ado, let's go straight to the topic of meditation, the science of the human mind. What is meditation? Meditation is mental training. It helps you train your attention, live in the present moment, improve emotional control, reduce stress, train your brain, etc. and etc. In my experience, over the last almost 12 years of daily meditation, there are many things that start simultaneously happening in the background when you start to meditate. At first, it kind of feels odd and you're just wondering what you are doing. You're just trying to sit, focus on your breath. You're trying to stay present. You're trying to let go of thoughts, let go of emotions, and just be an observer. And when you are starting, it all just feels like a weird way to spend your time. But trust me, when you start and to really get out the most of meditation as any other thing, you need to do it daily. You need to have a habit of doing the meditation daily. When you start with this habit of daily meditation, you notice a couple things that are happening. You notice that your attention increases quite rapidly. It's also connected to neuroplastic changes on your nervous system. We will discuss this topic more in the later part of the presentation. Living in the present moment is, I would say, it's one of the most important benefits of meditation, because modern times they teach us to worry about the past or to worry about the future, to always live in our minds and to always spend our times just thinking the thoughts that are to no use to us. And most of those thoughts, they are just generic programs that are running in our subconscious, and they are just things that are just creating this kind of filler in your brain. And the way that modern people are built, they put a huge emphasis on all those thoughts that are to no use to them. When you start meditating, you start to notice what kind of thoughts are going through your mind, and you start to observe them more, and you start living more from the present moment. You start to lessen the part that isn't right here, right now, and you just start enjoying more whatever activity you are doing. And you notice that when you start to fully embrace the present moment, the greater joy of things, of doing just the basic, most trivial things comes into your life. And this is one of the most important benefits of it. Also, if you are more into spirituality and if you are using tools like morphic fields, frequencies, if you're listening to subliminals, if you're meditating with those kind of energy work, if you are working on reprogramming your subconscious, meditation is absolutely crucial, because being in the present moment and being able to focus on different or being able to change your intention on different things will greatly improve the effectivity of everything that you are trying to subconsciously rewrite. What I notice with emotional control is I'm just a human. Sometimes I get angry, sometimes I get sad, but I notice that over the years with meditation, those emotions no longer hold control over me, and I'm able to step back from the situation and just to observe it rationally much faster, and not to get into the heat of the moment, so to say. I'm just much more in control of everything. Reducing stress is huge. Reducing stress is huge, and with like frequent meditation, you learn to kind of not worry about much things, and you learn to just flow with life. Training your brain. With meditation, you improve your memory, executive functions, and learning. More of these will be explained in later parts of this presentation. What happens in the brain neurologically? Regular meditation changes certain parts of your brain, because your nervous system is always adapting to new stimuli. It's going through neuroplasticity all the time, and if you are giving new feedback to your nervous system, it adapts to these new inputs. Most important parts of the brain that are influenced by meditation are the prefrontal cortex, that is responsible for better focus, decision making, and greater self-control. Also, there is one very important part of your central nervous system called the amygdala. It's part of the brain that is responsible for keeping you safe. And if you remember in our presentations about subconscious reprogramming, we said many times that your subconscious is running on certain patterns, and your amygdala is responsible for monitoring everything you do and asking two questions: is it safe, and is it familiar? And whatever your nervous system considers safe, that means it can kind of rewrite those new patterns, new programs, etc., into your subconscious mind. And also your subconscious mind is physically manifested as your nervous system, so those parts are all connected. When we talk about subconscious mind, it's more from the spiritual perspective. In the scientific 3D perspective, we are talking more about central nervous system. Hippocampus, another part of the brain that is influenced by meditation. That part is responsible for better memory, faster learning, and stress adaptation. Your brain operates predominantly in 4 brainwave states, depending on the frequency it runs in, and frequent meditation can help you alter these frequencies faster. The most normal and common state you are operating in most of the day is called the beta state. It's 13 to 30 hertz, and it's also responsible for thinking, stress, multitasking. It's the brainwave state you are in the most of the day. Another brainwave state in lower frequency, 8 to 12 hertz, is called alpha, and it's responsible for focus, relaxation, and creativity. Entering this state will also greatly improve your recovery and will shift you more into parasympathetic nervous state. Next brainwave state is really important, and this is called theta, and it's 4 to 8 hertz. It's the slowest brainwave state out of these, and this brainwave state is achievable in deep meditation state. This brainwave state is linked to increased intuition, increased activity of your third eye, of your crown chakra, increased connectivity to the cosmos. And in this brainwave state, you are able to access the subconscious mind much easier. So this brainwave state is I would say it's crucial for rewriting the patterns in your subconscious mind and also making changes to your life from the position of the director. And the fastest out of these brainwave states, faster than 30 hertz, is called gamma, and it's a state where you have peak concentration, you are learning faster, and your brain hemispheres are connected and collaborating. With frequent meditation, you can switch faster between states and between these states, and it was also researched that with frequent meditation, your brain's overall runs in slower brainwaves, opposed to the individuals that are not frequently meditating. Now let's discuss the benefits of meditation. Some benefits were already told at the start of the presentation. Just for the review, less stress, anxiety, improved focus and memory, improved sleep, lower blood pressure, better emotional stability, better immune function, better reduced inflammation. I would also add better connection to all the energetic work, better connection and energy sensitivity, better connection to morphic fields, better connection to your intuition, better connection to your subconscious mind, better connection to the, I'd say, the unseen world, the ether. And also there are huge benefits of meditation for overall healing, for overall manifestation. There are huge benefits of meditation for athletes. This will be discussed later in this presentation. I would say the benefits of meditation are endless, and even though I'm meditating almost half of my life, I'm still learning new stuff, and meditation still surprises me with kind of new skills that it unlocks in my reality. So starting meditation is really worth it. Most people think that meditation is about stopping your thoughts, but during meditation, it's not your goal to stop your thoughts. It's your goal to just return your attention and observe your thoughts. And even if you are meditating for years, there are times when your brain is just constantly running and you cannot focus, you cannot put your attention to it. It is completely normal. It's more about being able to step back from the clutter in your mind and observing what is happening there. And when you step back, you can also observe what is happening in the world around you. You can step back and observe what is happening from the spiritual perspective in your life. What I mean by that is, if you imagine that you are living in the constructed matrix like simulation, 3D simulation that runs on certain patterns, and then when you meditate, you are able to step back and observe everything and observe all the events and all the synchronicities, all the things that are happening in your life. And if you are just start to put one and one together, you notice that your life really is kind of, it has really a big predictable part to it, and you can really alter the course of your life just by being aware that none of this is random. It's all being created based on you as the central character of your simulation. How to meditate if you have never meditated before? The lotus position when you are sitting is preferred for meditation. It has, I would say it's more beneficial than laying on your back, but if you are just starting, you can just lay on your back, close your eyes and focus on the breathing. But if the seated position is not uncomfortable for you, I recommend to sit, close your eyes, keep your back straight, loosen up your shoulders, loosen up the tight muscles and posture. Just keep your posture correct, and then when you have your eye closed, just focus on your breathing. There is a great hack you can use. You can just light a candle and watch the flame of the candle during your meditation. What this will help you to do is to shift your attention to the candle of the flame, and it will put you like instantly into present moment, and you are able to when you are anchored to the flame, you are able to go deeper much faster. And then when you start doing a progress, then you can stop using the flame, but it's great anchor to your intent, to your attention, using candle flame. And also what I would recommend you do is just to play some morphic fields in the background to really help you get into the state faster. And also when you're starting with something new, nobody is perfect right from the beginning, but the more you do, the better you will be at the habit or the practice of meditation. So just start and never end. Even if you have good days, bad days, just make it a habit, make it a routine, and do it daily. And it will surprise you how many benefits and secrets it will unlock in your life and in your reality. This is some just basic beginner protocol you can use for your meditation practice, just starting with a couple of minutes a day, and when you're and reaching goal of 10 to 15 minutes a day. As I said, consistency is more important than duration. I always meditate randomly. I just go by the feeling and intuition. But when you really get into the very pleasant state, when you get deeper into meditation, the perception of time alters, and it stops being just some uncomfortable feeling of sitting and focusing on your breath, and it starts being really pleasant right. So just start, be consistent, try to hit at least couple minutes a day, and over time you will build yourself to better numbers. But really, it doesn't matter how many minutes or what time in the day you meditate. It's just a practice of a skill that will build great benefits over time of doing it. What I love doing every day is meditating in the morning. It helps me to set the tone for the day and to really start the morning at my own pace. I just wake up, drink some water, and what I do, I'm trying to wake up with the sunlight every day, and I go outside. I watch the sunrise. Also, I'm grounded doing it, so I just barefoot standing on the grass watching the sunrise. I drink some hot beverage, preferably after drinking the water. I drink maybe some lemon with baking soda or warm water with Celtic sea salt, and then I just go inside and just do my meditation, play some fields I want for the day while I'm meditating, and then I just open my journal and write down some things that I'm grateful for, some goals of mine, and just whatever comes to my mind. And this morning routine of meditating and having some time for myself is amazing, and I would really would love to advise everyone to start doing this. It will set the tone for the day like nothing else does. There is a part about some Harvard University's scientific evidence. They did 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction program where the people that were part of the study were meditating on average for 27 minutes a day, and they measured by MRI the brain changes and also some physiological parameters, and they noticed even after 8 weeks of daily meditation measurable brain changes, reduced cortisol, blood pressure, and overall inflammation in the body. So it's nothing new. Meditation is also very well taken in the scientific world, and so it's not only like spiritual thing to do, but I would say that meditation is like the biggest benefit is the spiritual benefit for me, but it's also very well researched in the scientific world. Meditation is a great tool for handling your stress and switching from the sympathetic to parasympathetic state of your autonomic nervous system. In calm state, your breathing is slower, your recovery is faster, you are more energized. It's also linked to cortisol, and overall, in the modern times, it's really beneficial to let the body kind of recover, let your mind, let your nervous system recover from the small bursts of stress you have every day. Because when you think about it, in earlier times when you were distressed because you were fighting somewhere or just some kind of lion were hunting you or whatever, the stress was beneficial because the increased cortisol and adrenaline and other hormones helped your body to release the chemicals needed for you to fight or fight to survive. So the stress toll on your body was kind of burned. But right now, with the chronic stress of modern life, it's all being kind of saved in your body, and it's all creating like overall it adds up of the negative effects it has on your body over time. And frequent meditation will help you lower this stress response and overall stress uh, accumulation in your body. I will touch this part of the presentation just briefly, but because I will create specific presentation for it later. For sports, meditation is really a game changer. I work as a personal trainer, also a former UFC champion, Yuri Prochaska, and I meet a lot of world-class athletes every year. And let me tell you that all the pros have different kind of methods to work with their mental states, but working your mind the same way as you're working your muscles is crucial for any athletes to step up to the next level. And here you can see the picture of Novak Djokovic that is practicing meditation. More and more athletes are starting to do this because they start seeing the benefits it has for their bodies and for their minds and for their performance. The most common mistakes of meditation: expecting instant results, trying to stop your thoughts, meditating inconsistently, and giving up too soon. Those parts were already discussed in the presentation. There are different types of meditation. You don't have to be seated to meditate. Sometimes what I do is called the walking meditation. You just walk and you just clear your mind and just you are present, and it has amazing benefits for your overall well-being. All those different parts of meditation will be discussed further also in the upcoming presentation about how to use meditation to help you with reprogramming your subconscious and to help you with kind of working with your mental states. There is a recommendation, of course, with severe mental health conditions, you need to be careful, but it doesn't apply to 99.9% of the population there. And for the 99%, I believe meditating would be beneficial. To make a conclusion for today's meditation, it's not an escape from reality. It's also a scientifically supported method that improves your focus, mental performance, emotional control, stress resilience, overall well-being, and many spiritual benefits to meditation as well. Only 10 minutes a day can really change your brain, mind, and spiritual connection like you cannot imagine. So give meditation a go. Start with meditation today. Just a couple of minutes every morning or every evening or in whatever time during the day, and you will see how your life improves. My name is Filip. Thank you for watching the presentation, and see you at the next presentation.